back in to another episode of the Fourth Down Podcast. How y'all feeling today?
Good, we good, man. It's getting warm out.
I was about to say, you can't tell how it's the weather based on how we dress. Like, you got shorts on, you got a jacket on, a jacket.
Hey, this joint kind of thin, bro.
Short sleeve shirt, right? Like,
This joint
you don't
from
know what's going
Zara,
on.
bro. You know Zara
jacket.
clothes be thin, bro.
Hey yo,
And expensive. and
expensive.
Hey, but you know, it's the last day of March, right? You can't say that without talking about March Madness, right? This weekend gonna be the Final Four. So for the second time in history, it's gonna be all number one seeds in the Final Four. And me and Dorian were just talking, like, is it better to have like number one seeds at this level, or would you like to see like a Cinderella team? Like, which one do you feel like is better?
Me personally, I think I would like to just see a Cinderella's team just for the just for the story of it. But I mean, obviously, the number ones are the number ones for a reason. So like, you can't be mad at the big dogs is in there in the Final Four when it comes down to the end. But I mean, obviously, everybody gonna love a good underdog story. But it is what it is.
I mean, my take on it and what I said to Shy when we was walking up was I'm the opposite way. Like, I'm not all for the underdogs when it comes to college basketball because it's already such a like low budget like product because like all the guys aren't polished. There's a lot of raw talent. Nobody can shoot in college really as a team, right? There's individual players that can shoot, but as a team, nobody really can shoot consistently. Like, so I'd rather see the best teams play so I can get the best basketball because, like we talked about, unless they win it all, right, the Cinderella story, somebody's just getting an easy cakewalk in an important game.
Right.
So you get Duke versus like Lehigh University in the Sweet 16 and Duke rolls them by 40.
Right.
You know what I mean? Rather than seeing like Duke versus North Carolina or something like that. So I think on that level of basketball, I think it's better for the big dogs to be there.
I kind of feel the same. Yes, I want to see the big dogs, but I just want to see the best of the best. Like, if the number one seed ain't the best and they got beat by like a lower seed and that lower seed has been playing at the top they should be, I feel like, yeah, then that's what you should get. And I would just want to see good basketball. Like, what we got, the Final Four teams, they're actually the best right now.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell by the way they've been going through the brackets and all that, like, Duke rolling people by 40, Auburn just completely dominating teams on the defensive side. Like, it's you're going to see good basketball regardless.
And I just want to shout out, me being a University of Maryland graduate, shout out my Turks. We got back to Sweet 16 first time in 10 years. Sadly, ran into Florida, huh?
Men's and women's, yeah.
Oh, yeah, men's and women's.
Yeah,
we both ran into some buzzsaws, but I had my bracket. When I filled out my bracket, I had us losing to Florida anyway, so that's how that broke down. But I picked Florida to win the whole thing. A lot of people riding with Duke, of course, because of Cooper Flag.
You're not the first person I heard say that.
I picked Florida, man. I thought Florida was the most complete team. I thought they had the best shooting out of everybody. Shooting wins basketball these days. They're not the best defensive team there, but they can score with anybody. So I just thought that they could hang in there with a Duke, and I had them meeting Duke in the championship. So
yeah, I was gonna say Duke's probably heavily favored, but I like the way Houston looks too. Like, Houston looked really good the other day against, who was it, Tennessee?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They look real good. But yeah, I'm rolling with Duke. Cooper Flag, man, he the truth, bro.
Cooper Flag is the truth.
Cooper Flag is the truth, bro. Like,
whoever get him, like I think his NBA comp, while I'm not necessarily putting him to that level yet, obviously he got work to do. He gonna be a rookie and all that, but he can be his build, his skill type, his play style is very similar to Tatum's, and I think that's kind of the role that he's gonna play for a team, whatever team he's on. You know what I mean?
One of the only reasons I'm rolling with Duke is because of what Cooper Flag's been doing. Like, one of his stats is he's leading the team in every stat possible, like points, minutes, steals, rebounds, assists. He leads in all categories on Duke throughout the whole season.
I mean, what is he, like 6'10", 6'9"?
6'9".
Yeah, he's 6'9", but he play like a guard.
yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's like,
And he can move.
yeah, right. That's what I was about to say. Like, Buddy gonna be probably one of the best number one picks we had in a while.
Yeah.
Because the league was supposed to go into the Zion era that hasn't taken off. Supposed to go into what back in the day we had Markelle Fultz and Lonzo Ball. That group of guys, they didn't take off.
Nope.
Cooper Flag's gonna take off. He ain't gonna miss.
I think watching college basketball just tells me, like, I can't evaluate talent because I'll think like guys are really good in college and they might go undrafted. They might be a fringe player in the league, like Drew Timme, bro. Drew Timme was mad nice at Gonzaga, but he went undrafted, and then he just got on the floor last week for the Nets. Granted, he's been playing well, but like he's been struggling in the I don't want to say struggling in the G League, but he's been in the G League and all over, and he just got called up last week. But I thought he was gonna be so much better than that.
I kind of feel the same way Shaw be feeling. It's like I low key be seeing like the guys go off in college, and like I know it's a whole different ball game, but it's just like I don't know, yo. You would think like there's gonna be a little bit of some mediocre success, you know, not like completely under the radar, not even like touching anything that he was just doing. Like
that's because, in my opinion, in the college ball game, right? Like I think it's like overly coached. Yeah. So then when they go into the NBA where it's a lot more free playing, or as like Kobe used to call it, like a lot more like accidental basketball, like guys who are used to, you know, all right, I know where I need to be in this system and I'm going to excel in this system. When they go to the league and you're just running pick and roll all day and, you know, make or miss on the 3-point line and that determines who wins, like it's all about talent. And these guys aren't as talented as they look in their systems. You know what I mean? So
that's kind of how I feel too, because it's like, most of the guys that you see nice in the NBA were nice in high school. Nothing in between in college, but they just got drafted and ended up going to the NBA being nice. Because, like, their average numbers drop in college. Like, they average 30 high school, and then, like, you got that, like, that man one-on-one guard, like, that just can take over a whole game, score 30 with 12 assists, like, miss 3 shots. You won't get that in college. You get up to college, you get under them coaches. They're like, oh yeah, I want you to stay in here and shoot.
Yeah, it's overcoached.
Yeah, like I want you to stay in here, shoot the ball, pass the ball 10 times, then we score. And it's like, yeah, that's cool. That wins championships. That doesn't make talent. That doesn't make good NBA players. Like, but like the NBA players you see that are nice now, a lot. Well, more recent times, those are all the guys that you see on the highlight mixtapes from high school, like the Mount Vernon guys and all them that was nice. Like Cooper Flagg's a Mount Vernon guy. Yeah. So it's like
so it's DQ.
Yeah, so it's DQ.
I'm from Baltimore, that's
and like the guard from Baylor, all them, they were all 5-stars starting from Mount Vernon. So it's like they're nice, but like the system kind of dropped
Edgecombe?
I think that's
VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess you can kind of tell who stands out above, like we were just talking about Flag, and then the Zions, the Paulos, the Cades, like I guess they did stand out a little bit more than their peers, right? But like the drop off, I guess it's
a huge drop off. When you get to college, it's just a huge drop off because it's like you got to listen to your coach or you're never gonna make it.
I mean, that's why
how they put it.
That's why games in college be 72-68.
Yeah,
and then games in the pros be 120-112.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's so much looser on the pro level. On the college level, they running sets every play.
It's like a lot more ISO.
Yeah.
You think Flag comes out? Or you think he stays another year?
He should come out.
Should.
I mean,
I would.
So me and this, you know, not to necessarily go off to a different route, but I think the way we can improve college basketball is if we keep players in college, right? So like we can understand and know who's the good team and who aren't the good team, because everyone knows Duke, North Carolina, Gonzaga, UConn, right? Everybody knows that.
Baylor,
yeah. But I'm saying a casual fan wouldn't really know about Baylor. Honestly, Houston's one of the best teams in the country. A casual fan wouldn't even know about Houston. So, but if they had name recognition, then they would, you know, be more involved into college basketball. So if Cooper Flag stayed, it'd be good for college basketball. But for him, I think he should go.
Get that check.
Yeah. Yeah,
he already has money. I'm sorry.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably at least like $3 million.
I guess the last point on this topic: who you guys got winning the whole thing? I know you said
Florida.
Duke.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Duke too.
Hey, y'all heard it
Not
here, right?
Not sleeping on Florida, but Duke.
Yeah.
You gotta look in the camp. You heard it, right?
House money right there. Hey, but you know, like I said, today is what, March 31st. That's also the home opener for the O's, right? They just beat the Red Sox.
Yes, sir.
Leak got the gear on, so I mean, I'm gonna start with you. What you want to see this season? What'd you see from today? Like, what are you excited for?
One of the main things I'm obviously excited for, we got the mountain back. My boy Bautista, let me say that right. Got him back. It was good to see the crowd react to him when he came out today for the home opener to finish out the inning. Another thing I'm excited for. So the first game was actually last week against when we started in Toronto, and I love just the aggressiveness we came out. Like, yeah, granted it was just a one game, but with that first game we had 6 homers, I think.
Yeah, we was knocking
6 homers. Adley had 2, Cedric had 2, Westberg had 1, a couple of the other guys had a couple, and I don't know. I just felt like I was seeing good hitting. I'm one thing that's like kind of just been notoriously the Orioles' problem has been the pitching. So like
what I say?
Literally,
no,
just
like
said it when we walked up.
It's a given. Like it's a well known thing. So obviously really that's really just the main thing. Obviously, I want to see be improved and just them really continue to work at. Make sure we get the pitching right. I'm not even saying the guys we got are bad. It's just like if there's if we have options out there still to add to, because you can never have too many pitchers. I feel like so keep adding. But yeah, I'm just really excited for the season. Definitely excited to see where we go. I feel like we just been taking baby steps over the last few years. When we had weren't even making the playoffs like 5 years ago to finishing number one in the AL overall, then making the playoffs. So for me, we need to win a playoff series. So I think that's the goal for me this year. We need to win a playoff series, not just get into it. And I'm not talking just a wild card, like actually win a series. So,
but I mean, we play in the hardest division of baseball, man.
Yeah, I know.
It's like we gonna win 80 or plus games, and so are the Yankees and so are the Red Sox, right? So it's like that's how we end up in the wild card, even though we have a better record than the rest of the AL. Like, and I mentioned to you earlier when we was walking up, I'm like, man, we probably had the best batting lineup for the past 3 seasons. Really, when you talk about production, right? But we got to win our games 12-8. You can't do that in the playoffs. You're not getting 12, 13 runs in the playoffs, man. You got to win those 3-1s. You know what I mean? But the way to win a 3-1 game, you got to have consistent pitching, consistent closers. You got to have guys that, can come in and take over when there is an upset going on, right? To switch the mode back into our way, because we usually don't play from behind well either, in my opinion. I think that we kind of get out big on teams, and then we kind of like try to get to the finish line of the game, right? But the way we can control the game, in my opinion, is to get better at pitching, like you said.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I with the Orioles, like, I've just now recently been like big on baseball, but I've always went to Orioles games, and it's like I've always seen that like we would have to get up big, and it's like you said, when they get up big, they kind of put the game on cruise control, and it's like they calm down. Like we'll get like 5-6 runs in the first 4 innings, and then after that, it's nothing. And it's like if they come back within that span, we're like fucked. So it's like it's kind of hard to like not keep trying to root for them, but like expect them to do stuff in the playoffs, and it's consistent that we lose because we can't outpitch the other team or out hit them in crunch time moments. Because it's like you said, 2-1. Like we lost with our last playoff game with like 0-1. It was nothing, like 1-0. It was something like
it might be. I don't remember.
Yeah. I mean, but
it was bad.
But it's good though that Bautista's back, like because one of the best closers in the league, right? Like, so I mean that should help the problem, right? Like,
yeah, but it really just it has nothing to do with it's between inning 1 and innings.
Yeah,
by the time he gets in, it's
the starting pitch.
By the time Bautista come in, it's like sometimes it's like he's out there just to get some stats in, like yeah. But it's funny you guys brought up the whole like them not being aggressive and kind of like just going out there and like one thing that's kind of always pissed me off about just Baltimore sports in general. I feel like we always play down to the competition, no matter what the sport is. The Ravens, the Orioles, like any sport. I just like it's funny y'all brought up like them not like getting aggressive and like kind of like piling on into the end. It's funny because that's kind of how today's game went against the Red Sox.
Right, it did.
I was gonna say,
literally, we scored our first 4 runs in the first inning. Did not score until because I tuned in towards the end of the game, and it was 4-3 from like the second inning until like the 8th inning, and that's when all of a sudden we just piled on the runs for it to get to 8-5 for us to get 8. But then even still, like the ending score was 8-5, so it's like even still, like they were kind of trying to make that way back, and it's like, granted, like I said, I love the aggressiveness that we played with in that first game against the Toronto, because it's like it was just like we put our foot on the gas.
We leaned on them.
Yeah, like we did not stop. Baseball. Like just keep going. Like,
and that's what you gotta do.
Yeah,
like
that's what we have to do.
Especially when you're going up against teams like the
and then like
that's what I'm saying.
Like, look at our division. Like
you playing the Yankees, right? You playing the Red Sox, and then when we get to the places where we want to be to play against teams like the Dodgers or the Padres or whatever, when we get to that top of the mountain, you ain't gonna beat the Dodgers 13-8. If you are in a shootout with the Dodgers, you're gonna lose.
GG, it's over with.
The Dodgers are an all-star team, bro. So if you want to beat those kind of teams, because those are the teams you got to play to win the World Series, right? We're not gonna be playing against the Brewers. Like the Brewers are improved. Don't get me wrong, the Brewers are improved and they're a respectable team. But that's not what we looking at, right? We're trying to get to the top, and so when you look at those top teams, you're not gonna you're not gonna be able to overload them with runs. You gotta out strategize them. They took out the defensive shift, so you gotta have those maneuvers already set. You gotta have people set for who's at the bat. A lot of those things, man. I just think we go in there and we just try to out hit everybody, but we'll see how it go this year.
Yeah.
Y'all not concerned with any of like the subtractions from the team like that y'all lost in the offseason with Santander or Corbin? Like,
So it's funny you say that. I was kind of upset about Santander leaving,
Same.
but and then even still, like when we got Tyler O'Neill, I was pretty. I knew about Tyler O'Neill. I wasn't I'm not gonna say like I knew all about his game and everything, but I will say these first few games, I'm okay. I'm okay with the replacement. Tyler O'Neill's actually playing very well. Like just today, he went 4 for 4, 5 for 5 on today, hitting couple doubles in that, and so like I ain't gonna lie, like it may not. Yeah, we're gonna miss the 40+ homers from Santander, but like I'm not gonna lie, I think Tyler O'Neill, for one, defensively, was gonna be way better than Santander. So like I just think all overall, like we got a better player overall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still has quality at bats, gonna be producing offensively, but the defense is really like steps above now. So I feel like that's really like the biggest acquisition and like subtraction.
yeah.
I mean, so I think we're good on that aspect. I don't know. I don't think it was really like any.
Who's the one Japanese pitcher we just got? Is he any good?
So okay, I don't even want to try to butcher guy's name. Like I'm not even gonna hold you. But yeah. So he's actually not bad. And from what I talking to a couple fans, they said like, and I know it's just spring training, but they were like, he was looking really good and sharp in spring training. I think he started. I want to say Saturday's game. I think Saturday's game, and he didn't look that great. I ain't gonna lie, he wasn't looking all that great. It was still when we were still against the Toronto, and he wasn't looking that great. But it's one of those things like it's his first time in the majors. You know what I mean? But he is a well decorated Japanese pitcher over in his league, so I'm expecting him to kind of get it clicking pretty soon. He just got to get
up the par. Yeah,
you know what I mean. So early on, it's gonna not, it's not gonna be pretty, but I think he'll catch on. I think he'll be good. So as I know we've talked about pitching, that definitely will help. I really do think so. Should be good on that.
I mean, while we're still on the topic of baseball, I know it's been like controversial, but the Yankees have I think they call them torpedo bats.
Yep.
They've got new bats, and like the way it was described is that they have more wood on like the strike zone part.
It's towards the label.
Yeah, towards the label.
Put-
So it's like instead of it being bigger at the end, it's like bigger in the middle.
which is technically legal. The league approved it.
So it is legal. Go ahead.
No, go.
No, so I don't know, and I mean maybe my opinion will change on it, and it is legal fully, but like the thing is like they went and did research, and I guess it's like it just depends on how you want to look at it. Really specifically, I know they pointed out like Anthony Volpe was one of the guys that had a real issue with this. Whenever he was hitting, he wasn't good at barreling up the hits. So like really where they put a lot of more of the wood at is where he was making more contact at. So like that's why, for example, he's already got like 2-3 home runs to start the season right now. And it's like Anthony Volpe was one of the worst hitters on the team last year.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's not, like I said, it is legal technically, but it's not. I wouldn't even call it legal. It's a loophole.
Is it something every team could do though?
Yes,
It is.
yeah, they can. But my thing is just like, okay, if you suck at hitting, you suck at hitting. Why are we trying to like?
Bro, we can't use the same bats, bro.
Why are we trying to like you can't barrel up a ball? Like you can't barrel up a ball. I'm sorry.
In my opinion, that would be equivalent, and it's already banned in the NFL, but that would be equivalent to juicing up gloves because you can't catch. They might not have a ratio amount that like, oh, you can, they banned like stick 'em, right? Back in the day, they used to use stick 'em, which is theoretically like putting glue on your hands, right? But like, say there's some supplement you can put on your gloves that they technically didn't say was illegal.
But we all know, it's helping the ball stick to the glove.
So in my opinion, it's similar to that, right? It's like, oh, you're a receiver who struggles at catching the ball, so we're going to juice your gloves up. That's the same thing. Like
you just said that, a guy that's not a good hitter, he just hit off a couple homers, right? You think the league changes like the rules for that if they continue to be successful?
The only thing that's going to kill me about the league not wanting to and they probably won't, is because, I mean, if we're being real, it's like offense in any other sport league. Like offense is what's gonna sell tickets, is what's gonna make the money. So like people aren't gonna pay to go to games to see 10, 15 strikeouts and no home runs.
A 2-0 score, yeah.
A 2-2, like a 2-3 ball game, you know what I mean? They want to see the ball get out the park, you know what I mean, as much as it can. So it's like, all right, Yeah,
But offense was already up when he put the pitch clock in. So I just don't think the bats are necessary. But
like I truly believe, like, because I mean, if we're being for, I don't know, but like I don't think I was hearing of anyone like even looking into doing anything like this until they did it, and it was just like you literally did it for the guys that can't hit on your team, because not even everybody on the team is using it.
I was about to say like
I don't think all
Aaron
the
Judge
guys,
not.
Yeah, like all the guys aren't
no,
using
Judge
it.
still uses regular.
Hey, he just went out there and hit 3 homers.
That's
Be like, I
crazy.
mean,
Okay.
I'm just saying, if you're good at it, you're good at it.
I mean, at that point, they might as well go back to metal bats.
So you know what's funny, yo? I know that it's actually not. It is insanely impossible, and it would never happen. But I would love to see the MLB using metal bats. Me personally, I'd love to see Aaron
That
Judge
would be
hit.
fun.
crazy.
Imagine Aaron Judge going up there with a
They
metal
be
bat.
really cracking home
Yo,
runs out
but
there.
the only sad part about it is like you instantly think about like the bad part of it, and I'm like, all right, imagine that Aaron Judge hitting a like 120 off a metal bat going straight to the pitcher's dome. Like it's just like it's not gonna, like, honestly his head might really explode. Like it'd be tragic. But I don't know. I've always just had that fun like little in the back of my head. I'm like, imagine MLB players with metal bats. Like it would actually be insane.
Pitchers gonna have to start wearing helmets.
Exactly.
What I think about the whole bat situation though, it's like, yeah, you can kind of say they cheating, but you can't, because the whole rule is when they did this, they had to put it in front of the league and be used in front of the league before they could even approve it. So it's like, yeah, they did find a loophole. Yeah, but like you got to commend the Yankees for finding a way to get some of their bottom tier hitters into the lineup to push these games. Like they scored 32 runs in 2 games.
Yeah, I will say I feel like also it was ridiculous. Like that one game, the first game against the Brewers, it was 20-9.
20-0.
20?
20-9.
No, it was
20-9.
Yeah, my fault.
But no, so my thing is also I will say I just like to think that if it weren't the Yankees, we probably wouldn't be this big of a thing. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, probably.
At least not so early. Like it would be real. If it wasn't the Yankees, because it's just like, come on now.
They already
It's the Yankees. Everybody's already kind of just looking to throw dirt on them, and I mean, rightfully so.
real.
I think they only
I
only would change it. I think if they win the championship. Outside of that, I don't think they would.
I like it. I ain't got no. I like that they did it. Like shake the league up a little.
I mean, it's
I mean,
early on.
that's coming from a Eagles fan.
I was just thinking like
With the tush
push. I was just thinking the same
You know what?
thing.
Well,
That's
technically,
fine. That's fine. That's cool. Shake the
we
league
got
up
about
a little
30
bit.
touchdowns on this jump.
You know what I mean? It was giving me, when I saw this, it was giving me Patriots vibes, like that, with the
Bill probably would do something like that.
6-man eligible
Absolutely.
thing, like
Yeah.
that was the whole thing. Like they get, because it was like it's not cheating, but it's
Right.
it's within the rules. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. That's how I looked at it.
I mean, hey, we see how it go, man. But
Yeah.
Imagine like, and I ain't gonna lie. The thing is like if this doesn't happen, like if the league doesn't step in or do anything about it, just imagine if like the entire Dodgers lineup just went and start using them.
They'd have.
I'm just saying, it's like you gotta just, at that point. I ain't gonna lie. Like let's just be real. If you start doing that, you got to make it like everybody in the league has to use it. Then I feel like if like majority of teams is about to start picking up and using them,
Like making it.
it just has to be the normal
the
bat.
regulated bat.
Yeah, and a lot of guys would hate it. I'm not gonna hold you. I think the majority, like if that was to happen, majority would hate it. But I don't know. It's just we're gonna have to see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean it's still early on, right? Like season just started, so
Yeah.
I guess we'll see. We'll revisit this in I guess a month.
Probably.
yeah,
Any last points on MLB?
nah, that's straight.
Hey, before we got in here, we was having a debate about who would get the first listen. Nav's new album or Durk's new album. I ain't gonna lie, me and DeAndre was on the same wavelength. I gave Nav the listen over Durk. I ain't gonna lie.
Listening to Nav over Smirk is crazy.
And like, look, I want to
That
let
is
it be known, like I
crazy.
fuck with Nav heavy, but nah,
Yeah, Nav is cool.
I'm not saying
Nah,
Nav
bro.
is better. I'm just saying
you can't do.
Nav hasn't dropped in a while.
My
bro.
boy is in federal prison right now. How you gonna do
I
that,
get
man?
it.
Like
I get
that?
it, bro.
Come
but
on,
I just
This
yo.
is the brown boy. What you mean?
I just want to say this though, like, y'all might hate me after this, but like, y'all not tired of Dirk music?
You know,
First of all,
I couldn't be the one to say it. I couldn't be the one.
The only way I can say the only way I can say that that's crazy is because Dirk don't even make the same albums. Like Dirk can come to you on some whole Lover Boy stuff and then straight get back to the trenches with it. Like Dirk don't make the same music.
But
So how
that's-
can you get tired of
but
music that's
that's-
different every time it drops?
But that's Dirk though. Like, you're gonna get that regardless.
But it's different every time it drops.
Versatility? What's wrong with that?
It's not. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't know. It's just when they talked about his album, I'm like, I get that everybody's gonna like it. A lot of people's gonna like it. I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not either because I haven't listened to it either.
I hate to do this to my boy, but this is coming from a JID fan. So.
Absolutely, it's fine.
JID is
like, it's okay.
Cool.
All right, thank you.
It's fine.
Like, what?
That's
Like,
fine.
come
You
on,
know,
bro.
and I can accept that. You know what I'm saying? That's just my wave of rap. But
Hey,
like,
bro.
when it comes to Dirk with me, it's like, a lot of his music just be hit or miss. It's like, all right, cool. Like
that's different.
I like his
say.
music. I like
Yeah,
his
that's
music.
different than
That's all
saying
right.
it's
I'd
the
rather
same.
you had used that than to try to say
that's
like,
different than
"Are
saying
we
it's the
tired
same.
of this?" Music?
Damn. I am. I'm like, it's like, yo.
That's literally
his
how I
last-
feel about Lil Baby. How you feel about Lil Durk?
Exactly.
Kinda how I
Alright,
feel
now that's
about Lil
different.
Baby.
But
No.
Baby don't switch nothing up.
Yeah,
Dirk
he
do.
literally don't
I-
do shit else but the same.
See, but Dirk, I guess I don't want to say I don't like him. It's just I guess the sound, like
Dirk,
Yeah.
listen,
I
Dirk,
mean, look,
Dirk,
I
Dirk
can-
will
I give you that.
Dirk will give you songs for the women. He'll give you songs for the trenches. He'll give you some auto tune joints. He'll give you some relatability joints of just like some stories, right, from the trenches, like from the trap, how I grew up. Like he can go all those rounds, and he'll give you a radio hit while he doing all that.
it's not the subject matter, or it's not what he's talking
Yeah.
about for me. I guess it's literally just
So you don't like his voice?
the heavy auto tune.
what it's starting to
It's
come
the
to.
heavy
It's
auto
just-
tune.
He don't have heavy auto tune on this album.
bro, you listen.
I haven't listened.
Like I said,
Future's different though. Future's
so is
doesn't-
Hendrix not one of your favorite albums?
It is, but it's not.
Oh.
It's not auto tune like that.
It's just-
And we
it's
just
different.
talked about Wayne, who basically
It's-
made
it's
auto tune the
different,
way.
bro. You're-
And
you're-
Wayne is one of your favorite artists as well.
Well, you
Come
can't
on,
you
yo.
can't tell me Hendrix sounds the same as Dirk's. Well, let me not.
That's
use
not
it.
even-
Yeah, let me not.
Future Dirk. Future
Yeah,
Dirk.
dude, it's not.
I'm just saying,
I
though,
get,
like-
I get what you're, but I'm just saying,
It's
like,
two different sounds.
I don't know, yo. So like, if I don't know, it'd be different if you were saying like, oh, it's the content, is what he's saying. Like, I don't like
Because every
that's
rapper raps
different.
about that, you know. So I can't even say that. Because
No,
I don't know.
Future raps about all the same
He
stuff.
literally
Dirk
talk
does.
about
I don't
himself,
know, yo.
bro.
Dirk when it, because I don't know, I don't know, yo. Dirk bars hit different, yo.
all right,
do,
look,
bro.
I give
Yo,
you,
like,
I
Dirk
give you
bars
that.
hits
I understand.
different.
I understand, but like for me, on my standpoint, and how I listen to music, like yeah, I like trap music. I like bars. I like straight bars. But like for me, recently, I've been on my like melodic shit. I listen.
Yes,
I listen.
yes,
I listen to
Bro.
I listen to
Alright,
He
Smino.
makes
like-
melodic music.
You got,
But
you
that's
got-
it's not the same.
it's not the
bro.
same.
Nah,
Like, bro,
and I
you gotta
can
understand.
I understand where they come from in a bit. I do. I get it. Okay.
But you gotta understand
like,
because
look-
like I listen to guys like Smino, Black, all them type
Black,
guys.
yeah.
Those melodic dudes that are
Blast.
solely melodic but can rap
And
still.
and to Dorian's point, Dirk does do that. It's not even,
Yes.
like he do that, but like I don't know. I feel like at the end of the day, I think it is coming
That's
up.
all right.
Bro.
Y'all
So
just
you
don't
want-
fuck with
I'm
it.
not-
You
Y'all
want
just don't
you
like
want
his
the preference.
preference.
I guess it's just
So I'm gonna
You
let.
don't
So
want
I'm gonna
the-
let. So I'm gonna let the people talk about that. I'm gonna let the people answer this. Like it's like when you come to a melodic person, like as in Dirk's melodic, it's completely different sound than when you listen to somebody like Smino. And I'm
Right,
gonna.
but why would you want them to be the same?
That's the point. That's what I'm saying.
You want them
His-
to be different.
That's what I'm saying. I'm on the more whole
Yeah, and they
Smino
don't
Smino
fuck-
melodic
I get it.
than
I kinda
Dirk
get it. They
melodic.
just not fucking with. Look, I mean,
I'm
it's
saying,
the point
why
blank,
can't you
they
mess
just
with
trying to say
both of them?
It's
I do,
different
that's what I-
sounds,
that's what I'm
bro.
saying.
Like,
It's
it
just-
don't hit the
niggas
same.
just don't
It's
fuck
just-
with Dirk's sound. That's all they trying to say. Just saying what I was saying. Y'all just saying it without saying it. And it's okay.
For now,
Y'all
it's
give
okay.
me-
for now, no.
Like,
Smino and
Like
Black.
for now, no.
it's okay, but I'm
And
just saying
saying
y'all
no
just
to
saying,
Dirk.
y'all just saying that y'all just don't fuck with Dirk's sound, and it's no. I'm not. That's fine. It's just
Like I was saying, I'm not
Say
saying
that.
there's anything wrong with Dirk. Like
Exactly,
just for
yeah.
me, right now, it's not what I'm feeling. Like
that's fine.
Okay, what do y'all like about the album? Like,
But what we not gonna do is diminish my boy and his talents and what he.
I didn't never said that.
So
I'm just like from a person like, especially like like when we were in high school, I was in a crazy like Chicago rapper like phase, right? So like early Dirt, like when he was really in the trenches, early Dirt, like early Chief Keef, like early Lil Herb, all them guys, right? Lil
Herb.
Baby, all of them. Yeah, not G Herbo,
Not G Herbo, Lil Herb.
Like I had a whole Chicago phase all in high school. I was just bumping straight Chicago rappers, right? So Dirk has stuck with me since then.
And I ain't
Like,
gonna lie,
since
that's really
then.
why it hit different for me as well. So,
Yeah.
and it's really gonna hit different for the two of us because like we've been really bumping niggas since then. Like
I'm not gonna lie. See, but I liked
L's
This Ain't What You
Anthem,
Want.
Oh my god,
I like This Ain't What You Want, but then after that, it was just like
no bod.
it was different. I mean, I like that joint he had with Lil Baby, the tape.
This ain't what you want. Not even the best song of Sign to the Streets too.
It's
ain't
really
what
not.
you
It's
want.
not, bro.
Okay,
You know anything about
That's
Molly
just
World?
that's just
I know of it. I know of it.
Molly World. It's not even the best, but it's just like it just hit different. Like that's the melodic. Like yo, it was just he was doing it way back then.
Yeah,
Like that's really was crazy, yo. Oh my god. But
and Dirk just I just think he got a wider range of music that he can make. So like that's why I'm not agreeing with that similar sound type of thing. But I mean it's cool. We can agree to disagree. I've heard Dirk make completely different albums so often. So I don't know. I guess we're not hearing it the same.
hot take, and I don't know. I just want to throw this. I get this out there. I feel like me personally, Dirk is one of the like only artists from the streets that's really like gonna like resonate and really be popping with a lot of people like consistently. I feel like. You know
I
what I
feel
mean?
you.
Like, you got a lot of guys that come up, you know what I'm saying? They come up, get their name off that shit, and they kind of like blow up and they steer away from it. Yeah, Dirk went mainstream, but Dirk still like stick to his roots and still stick to where he came from and what he did. And you hear it in the music.
That's
like,
how I feel about
you know what I
Meek.
mean?
You know what I mean? I feel like Meek is.
But Meek don't have a public approval like Dirk did.
I can, and he's right. Unfortunately,
Well,
I get both of y'all,
yeah.
but he's also right on that.
Well, it's because of all the stuff he does on the internet. And
Yeah, it's
Diddy
more
stuff.
so the whole other things Meek does outside of music.
Because when he
And he don't help him. It
doesn't
He's
help.
not helping himself. If
like
we
when
being
when
honest.
the judge got him out, when the whole bike riding thing, he went back to jail, and then Robert Kraft helped him out. But then
And Jay-Z.
that's when his image was all time high, bro.
Peak.
You know what I mean? Like, but you talking about like street dude resonate. That Meek was the first person that came to mind. You know what I mean? Like he's authentic. He's always talking about like stuff he's lived through and like all of that stuff. So
And it's funny you say that. Dirk actually got a bar where he said he want to treat the streets like Meek, in the sense of like he wants to be on that type. Like, so
Yeah, it's respect
funny,
there.
Yeah,
It's respect
yeah.
there.
So like you know,
But-
it's crazy you say that. I kind of okay, yeah.
But Dirk just got more love in the industry than
It's
Meek
just
did.
yeah.
absolutely.
And again, like we said, it's the antics.
the antics.
Yeah.
DeAndre, what you think about Nav album? You thought it was good?
I ain't listened to the whole thing yet because I listen to music in my car and I don't be in my car a lot. I just got my car fixed. I just fixed my car like this weekend. So like I listened to a couple.
Lifing.
Yeah,
it do.
absolutely.
Yeah.
We ain't even gonna get on that. But like yeah, I listened to a couple of them. I like it. It's cool. It's what I like for right now. So it's like, yeah, I love that.
You listen to it? Like,
Yeah. I like it. I thought
I
it was
love
So
that.
I ain't gonna lie, I did give it like a quick little run, listen through, like a listen through. I haven't fully sat down and bumped it again, but from the first sound, I'm not gonna lie. The only thing that made me mad, I wanted a little bit more. Like I got a little too much sad Nav, in my opinion.
I get it.
So okay, so
it was a
you-
little slow.
Yeah,
I get it.
And it's not even that he don't be like I like the slow shit, but it's just like, yeah, Brody really kept rapping about like he just was really kept sounding like he was heartbroken, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I get it, but like
Switch it up, bro. Like
it honestly,
some of his best stuff.
I'm gonna be
is
real
when-
with you.
yeah.
The most hype song was probably the song with Cardi.
I like that joint with Don Toliver. That's like the second or
Yeah,
third. But
that
I'm
one
a
is
big Don
tough.
fan anyway.
Yeah, me too.
You know,
Hell yeah.
but
It's in my range.
Is it?
dog. It's in my range.
Well, I wanted to see like anything else anybody been bumping or listening to lately. Get off of it.
it's not. He's not a rapper, but that Friday album, bro.
Yeah, Friday
That
joint was
Friday
good.
album
That-
really 10 out of 10.
My
bro.
dad
Friday
loves
joint
that
was
album,
good.
and it is nice. It's a really
Man.
Especially that song I mentioned to you, that song "Proud of Me" with Meek Mill.
Meek, bro.
Like it's a lot of bars in there that like maybe you can't relate to the whole song, but there's pieces in there where maybe you can, and you're like, dang, this deep. Like Meek it almost sounds like that hungry Meek that we got when we had Dream Chasers. Like I was like, yo,
Then that sounds
this Meek Mill right here.
sounded.
It's so
amazing.
what's crazy if you say that, like, if Meek would start rapping back like that again, I ain't gonna lie, I think niggas would fuck with him heavy more. Like,
What was
Yeah.
his last tape? It was
What championship?
Champ-
Oh no.
No.
Expensive Pain.
Championship was hard. I like
Championships was tough.
Championships was one.
Expensive Pain.
Recently wasn't my favorite.
Expensive Pain.
that,
I ain't gonna lie,
that was like 2-3 years ago, right?
Expensive Pain.
Minute.
That was longer than that.
It was
I
like
think.
2021, bro. 20.
Yeah.
Because championships came.
It was
before that.
either right before the pandemic or right after.
Championships was hard though. I still listen to that.
Championships was tough.
hard.
Yeah, but I don't know. Meek, I mean, he don't have enough. We just don't want his music enough. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean?
His
Like,
time
he
has
just-
come. His time has come and go.
Yeah.
He's an OG now.
But it's crazy because his generation, that generation of rap, right? That late 2000s, early 2010s, like they're the ones who kind of running the rap game right now. You're talking about the Drakes, the Kendricks, the Futures. The only one that really fell off out of their generation was like Big Sean. And so like now
hate
he's
that,
joined
bro.
now he's joined Big Sean, and now it's just down to what Drake, Future, and Kendrick.
I don't want to say Big Sean fell off, bro, but I
Big
just
Sean been fell
I just
off.
don't
I
think
don't-
he was never like their level.
No. So like I don't. All right, so like it's crazy. It's like I'm not really a Big Sean fan, but like I don't gonna say he fell off. I just genuinely feel like Big Sean hit that point in mainstream where he just like I ain't gonna lie, he literally is acting like his idol Jay-Z, and he just like don't gotta. He made his hits when he did, and he made his money. So now it's like, what do I got to do this for?
You got a little bit of a hot take on Big Sean. I never liked Big
You
Sean.
don't even like Big Sean.
I
I
never
thought
liked
he's got
Big
some
Sean.
good music.
He has
He's another
he has-
cool guy.
Yeah, he has some things, but
Detroit
like
was-
I always found him a little bit corny. Just
Nah,
Early on,
Like-
he was.
that,
Early on, he
that
was
Detroit mixtape is one of the
Goated.
mixtapes.
Yeah.
Goated, bro.
Sorry.
like I said, I just never really liked him like that. It is some songs I do like, but
Why? Like, is it what he's rapping about? Is it the way he looks?
I don't know.
So you just think he's corny? That's
just a little bit.
Early on, he was corny. I get it to you with the boy. You know what I mean? All that,
Like that might be why. Like early on, you kind of threw me off. And I never decided to come back.
When
it's like
y'all saying that, I instantly think of that ass.
Oh no, that shit was ass.
Hey, yo,
yeah, you can miss me with the club hits. That's what I was talking to you a little bit about earlier too, right? Where like, yeah, the club hits are cool, but when I'm by myself, I skip all that stuff, man.
You're not gonna listen to No Kid by yourself,
huh? No, I'm not. But No Kid's a great song. No Kid's gonna get the club lit and gonna get the girls dancing, and that's what it's made for.
I mean,
it's not made to be bumped in the whip.
You know, and that's why I fucks with Dorian. I'm the same exact way. Like, I'm not gonna not give a song its flowers, but I'm probably not gonna bump it.
Yeah.
But if I'm out in a public setting or I'm out in a certain setting, with like, it's different. Like,
I get it. I'm not listening to Not Like Us.
Yeah.
But
no,
I wasn't gonna listen to that anyway. I
hear me out. I hate to say it. I hate, not even hate, but like, because Kendrick being on the Cardi album, I fucks with him a little bit. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm not bumping Not Like Us, but like after a drink or two, that shit come on somewhere else.
And that's what we was saying, right? We was like, oh, the club, like it was forced on us, but it's a hit, so it's gonna land in the club. It's gonna land on people. But when you actually talking about what people really clicking on when they get in the whip, that's not one of them. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, bro. I outside of Not Like Us, I do like the Kehlani remix. Just like, hey, I like that. I like No Kid. I like
no. I like
all the stuff that be on the radio. Low key, I be like
sexy songs for you like that. I like that whole tape. In my opinion, was good. The more I listened to it, the better it got. In my opinion, so like I said, I didn't think No Kid was gonna be the hit on that joint. I thought it was gonna be Give Me a Hug. Yeah. No Kid just blew Give Me a Hug out the water. People like Give Me a Hug because it was the only song where he kind of like was shooting shots at people. Mm-hmm. But like, No Kid's probably the best song on that.
Kid really got a hit, bro.
I don't like it.
What?
I don't like No Kid at all. I can't listen to it. What's wrong with it? I can't listen to it.
It's not for you.
It's not. I can honestly say that song
is just not for him.
That song is literally
not even that, but it's just not his.
If we like the other day we were at like Fridays for like drinks and shit. If that shit would have came on, I'd instantly change my mood. Like I can't.
For real?
At all,
it's a good song.
Go to the, hey, I got it. Next time you go out, whenever you go out, when that joint come on, I bet you it get lit in that.
It's going to because it resonates for the females. I get it. It's a good song for that, but for me, no. I'm sorry.
Leak, you still listening to the Cardi album?
Of course, I'm still listening to the Cardi. He dropped a deluxe. Why wouldn't I?
I
mean, like, come on now. Let's just be real. Yeah. Like, fuck on my DJ. Just got it catapulted into one of the top songs on the album. Like, it's just ridiculous. Have you listened to it? I'm sure you haven't.
I need to, bro.
But I mean, not even that. But like, also like all the singles and shit that he had been dropping throughout the 2024 shit. He put them out there on the album too. So I ain't gonna lie, it was kind of tough for because he called it "Sorry for the Wait," and it was great because like nigga fucking been waiting forever. But of course I'm still bumping the Cardi album. Like I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. I'm sorry, but like as time has gone on, we've literally seen that like it's literally being a classic album. It's been #1 for 3 weeks now.
Classic?
It's a classic.
I wasn't gonna touch it. You know,
it's a classic.
I wasn't gonna touch it. I haven't listened to it, so I can't touch it.
Look, I'm doubling down. I don't give a damn.
I feel you. I thought it was good. You know what I mean? I'm not all the way where you at, but I definitely listened to it more than once. No, I definitely listened to it more than once. It's not a one listen and go type of joint.
Is it okay?
I definitely listened to it.
Are there any projects that I know Dorian and I were talking about this? Any projects that you're looking forward to coming out? Like we were talking Cardi 6.
we mentioned C6 and then Future's supposed to drop this summer too.
Drake. I think Drake dropping this summer.
Is he?
Because this was just like supposed to be like the throwaway, I guess, sexy songs or whatever. But I think he is dropping again.
I think all the Young Money trying to drop low key.
Hey, look, I said before, Tyga dropped already.
He's still on a record label.
He might be. hey, Tyga got some hits now.
But those my two, probably C6 and then that Future album.
Yeah,
my boy Lucky's supposed to be dropping Drugs Are Bad. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. You probably don't know who that is.
I know who Lucky is.
I know who Lucky is, but not the music. I ain't even gonna care.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, look, listen. He got a couple bangers. Check him out if y'all want to. I know he ready to drop. That's gonna be cool. I'm actually mad because I just seen something about somebody dropping it. I actually was interested in. I just seen it the other day, but I cannot remember.
Man, I need some new Gunna, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
New Gunna.
I need some new Gunna.
Oh, matter of fact, I'm tripping. Thug's album coming out soon.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
I haven't seen nothing on that.
Yeah, me either.
You Study or whatever. How the fuck you pronounce it?
I don't know.
But
Oh well,
yeah.
I'm with,
I did see about- I did see about that.
Thug
Hey,
is
look,
dropping soon.
When
Thug
Slime
dropping
drop,
soon.
we there. You know what I'm
I just want to know what
talking
it's gonna sound
Doug
like because
dropping real
obviously he has to
soon.
change the way he raps. Just
Nah,
a
not
little
really.
bit.
Not
Just a
really.
little
He has
bit.
to change what he talks about, right?
Yeah,
I don't think so. Because if we being for real, like y'all know the song "We Need All the Vibes" off of the Cardi album.
Yeah.
That was a throwaway song that he had with Gunna years ago. So like, if he could put shit out like that, you know what I'm saying? He got music that he could literally was rapping on about stuff from years ago. I don't think we got to worry.
about. I mean, he
about
was
it.
talking about controversial stuff as far as like his case goes.
Yeah.
On that joint with him, Baby, and Future on the Wayne.
And then,
yeah.
we already got
Yeah,
a
I
tape.
forgot
We already
about
got like a little bit of like what he gonna rap about. 'Cause
Yeah.
That was an actual new verse. That wasn't no old shit.
Yeah.
He really rapped that like when he came out. So.
Hey, I hot take. Well, it's not really a hot take, but I think Jack Harlow might be dropping later. Hey, look, bro.
I'm
I
out.
fuck with Jack.
No, so,
I'm a
Jack
big
cool.
Jack fan.
Jack
Fuck with
cool,
Jack.
but it was just like random as hell. Like I'm not gonna hold you.
I'm a big
That was
Jack
the
fan,
most
bro.
random
Fuck with Jack,
shit.
man.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Jack be spitting, bro. Like,
I'm not in that room, bro. But it's all right. I mean, look, I'm Jack Harlow. I mean, he had his wave. I don't know.
You're a man of bars.
Man, the bars, 100%.
Yeah,
Jack
I
Harlow
can
has
tell.
bars.
Yeah, he does. But like, he like real like rap bars. I fuck with that
but
though.
that's
like,
what
I mean,
JID
right
is,
thing,
though, right?
I mean,
Yeah, he
but
is.
JID, but that's
but
why,
it's a different it's a different
I like-
type of wave of
I like JID, and I like Cole. Obviously, Cole is like one of my favorite rappers. Like Cole, I like that's like conscious rap. That's like real rap, like intelligent rap, as some people like to say. Like, oh, you don't like it, you don't get it, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I like those guys too, and then I like Crank too. You know, I can go to Future and Doug and stuff. I can switch it up. So it ain't even that. I just don't like Jack Harlow.
when it comes when it comes to my favorites, I have like instead of me having a number one, well, I do have a number one, but like I have categories of what I like.
Right.
So like it's certain like with genres of rap, I like in that category, like Travis Scott and all them, and then they have a category of their own of straight bars and like other stuff, like just straight like Cardi's that like in that list of like other things that's not like straight bars, even though he can rap though.
Yeah.
So it's like
And that's why I'm looking forward to C6, because I get it, right? A lot of people, Wayne washed, Wayne old. We don't like his music as much as we used to. But I tell people all the time, Wayne has not changed, bro. Like music and your ear for music has changed.
they'll say
Like
that now.
we was talking about earlier, right? What we listening to now, we kind of more so want the music where we can crank the volume all the way up and be absent minded and just crank, right? But the Wayne not giving you crank.
I was about to say, I don't go to Wayne for that.
Right, and that's why I'm saying some people say he fell off, but he didn't necessarily fall off. I think what we are looking for in music has changed. So I still value his lyricism. I still value his wordplay. I'm gonna like C6. I think I will, but we're gonna see.
Any last points on music that we didn't hit on? Y'all wanna?
that's it for me.
All right. Well, I mean, the last topic, Marvel had a real big reveal. If y'all missed it, the next big movie in the franchise is called Avengers Doomsday, and they kind of did a slow reveal about who's gonna be in it, and like the biggest names that were gonna be in it are like the X-Men. You know what I mean? And we haven't seen them in a MCU movie ever. You're right. So like, I think this is like setting up to be a X-Men versus Avengers type of movie. Like, what y'all think? Like,
And for me, like, cause I'm huge on Marvel, like, and like I've been waiting for us to talk about something like this, like, but for me, like when it came to like the whole list and like how we seen it, I was like, it's like I think they said it's a total of 7 Avengers, 7 X-Men, the Fantastic Four, and like other miscellaneous characters, and it's like, I can't wait for it. Yeah, they didn't put my man's Tom Holland's in there.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I didn't see
Yeah.
that either. I was
I mean,
like, dang.
Doctor Strange not in it either.
Where's I didn't see Doctor
Doctor
Strange.
but they said
either.
he's supposed to be. Like, so it's like it is what it is.
And I mean,
but
freaking
like
Halle Berry Storm's not in it. Hugh Jackman's not in it as of now.
right?
So
Like the whole thing with me is like I feel like the way that movie should go. Like I'm heavy on comics. I have a huge box of comic books in my house that I'm still like collecting up right now. And it's like for me, the way I think that's gonna go. Of course, like with Iron Man being Doom. Of course, it's another universe, and like. What's gonna happen is like a multiversal clash, or like of course being led by Doom with the current Avengers, like with like Simu Liu as Shang-Chi, Teresa Wright as the Black Panther. All them guys are like our 616 like characters. These are our characters. Like they're for our Earth. And all of the other X-Men and all of them, those are like the other universe. Like the Fantastic Four movie, that's set in another universe. And of course, with me, I think they're gonna lose their universe in their next movie.
And they're gonna end up coming to
so it's
the
like,
main one.
So it's like, for me, I can't wait to see it because I want to know how they're gonna sway into creating the whole universe, as in like bringing it together to fight one person.
Yeah.
Because of course it's gonna end up like that, being like.
And if you saw the post credit scenes from I'm pretty sure it was the Marvels. A lot of movies run together in my head, but
with Beast.
When yes, when Photon she woke up and she was like in some like X-Men type of like laboratory or something like that, and I was like, yo, they're teasing this early. Like that's crazy. Like I was hype as hell after that.
And you know what's crazy? What I think Marvel does really good. Their setup game is like.
I'm just looking at League, bro. Like he just.
Yeah, I'm just soaking it all in.
Marvel's setup game is like, it's really good. Like when people see it, they was like, "Oh, why didn't y'all talk about this in these movies? You haven't said anything about this." But they always bring it back full circle.
Well, look at Deadpool Wolverine. Like that was set like right after Logan.
Yep.
Because when Wolverine died, he literally opening scene, he pulls up Wolverine's skeleton.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like all, and I was watching a video where it was like, that's the same universe as X-Men First Class, I think.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a time where there's like
2
Wolverines in that timeline before that Wolverine dies. So like it's like you said, it's all connected. You really just gotta like pull back the layers and just look at it. Like,
and one thing I want Marvel fans to stop doing is with these movies, come into it with a different mindset of it not being directly like the comic books, you know, like of course it's not going to be. Y'all like, yeah, they like, why wouldn't they make it like the comic books? So you won't know what's gonna happen. That's the whole point.
You feel like this will be like the biggest movie since like Endgame or Infinity War? Like, do you feel like the movies since then have kind of like flopped?
I feel like it has to be the biggest movie since Endgame because when they went through that whole Kang stuff, and they kind of had to go the opposite route. With Kang, like it kind of derailed Marvel for like some years because they were building up to that. They were building up to that. All their shows, all their movies was all building up to that, and they kind of had to just put a patchwork on it. And so they had a dull period, in my opinion. Like after WandaVision, after I'm trying to think. What was the one that came right after WandaVision?
Black Widow, Hawkeye?
No, not Black Widow.
Talking about the TV shows?
Yeah, TV shows. So there was Loki,
Moon Knight.
but it was one more with the super soldiers.
Falcon and
Falcon, yeah.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
So after that, right? But that's what I'm saying. After that, they kind of went the whole route of, all right, we're gonna push all these series and we're gonna try to build it through the series so we can get all these extra characters in. But that didn't hit with the fans, and so they kind of got to lean back into the movies, in my opinion. And this is their time to catch everyone back again.
So what I want people to understand, and like, as far as like y'all follow Marvel good enough, not League, but y'all followed Marvel since Marvel has been with Disney, right? So what I put in perspective for people to understand for what we're going through now with Marvel is like, look at this, like the phase 1 where you had Iron Man, Captain America, just Thor. Now, just close that book, open another chapter. This is Marvel's new phase 1. Okay. Of course, it's going to be slow. Yeah. The first, like, phase 2 of Marvel was like one of the slowest periods in Marvel. They had some really down movies, and it's like Marvel, like Thor's second movie wasn't good.
I think his last movie wasn't good either. Love and Thunder.
Yeah, Love and Thunder. That's what I'm saying. That's in this next phase.
The random screaming, was it donkeys or whatever?
Goats. Yeah.
Goats, yeah.
So it's like I want just.
I actually like that movie.
Like, I just want people to, like, yeah, you can compare it to that, but that's not this.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. The build up they had to Thanos, it was just like, yo, like because he was at the end of like every movie, and I'm like, yo, he gonna be like crazy. But I feel like with Doom, it's just they kind of said, okay, this is the guy, and you're gonna see him in like 2 movies. You know what I mean? To your point, though, it was supposed to be Kang.
It was supposed to be Kang, and they tried to patchwork it. And Robert Downey Jr. was like, "Hey, you throw me a check, I can save y'all."
But I don't even like how they using Robert Downey Jr. as Doom. Like, I know in the comics there's a version where Iron Man or Tony Stark becomes Doom, right?
It's because Victor Von Doom took over his mind as Tony Stark and then took over his tech.
I mean, you think they go that route in the
It's possible.
I don't think so. I don't think we ever see his face.
We probably won't, but we like for us who it is, of course, we're gonna.
I mean, yeah, they might give us the lore behind it. You know what I mean? Like the background.
That's what I want to see, bro. I want to see like how they're gonna, I don't know.
But what I'm thinking is like Doom's not even really gonna be the big bad of these. Like I don't think these next two movies. We are like for me because they got like other big bads that are like on Doom's level. Like they got like Sinister and all them other guys because of course the X-Men.
Yeah.
And they have like
yeah,
like they Doom, Sinister. It's like what's his name? I'm forgetting the guy.
I've read that the new Spider-Man 4, Chameleon's supposed to be.
Oh yeah,
Chameleon. And then you got guys like Null. Those are like
from
Marvel's big
the
bad.
symbiote.
Yeah, the symbiote is like those are Marvel's big bads. So it's like Doom is just another one of those big bads. So it's like cool. Like I get it.
Like how did y'all feel? Red Hawk was portrayed in Captain America. Like, did y'all like how that went down?
It was really well.
I thought it looked good too.
It looked good.
No, I'm not talking about like aesthetically. I'm talking about like I just feel I just feel as though like their fight, right? Like the whole movie would just the fight was like 10 minutes.
It felt like it was random because like literally the end of the movie, and he wasn't even the biggest villain in the movie.
Right.
Like it was kind of a curveball, but like I don't know the lore behind Red Hawk.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if it was done well or not. Like just from what I saw, I thought it looked good. Right.
I just expected more, and then he beat him in like 10 minutes, and I was just like, I don't know, like.
But like, the only thing with that is like I'm not really defending it because it's like it was kind of random, but it's like with like any of the Hulks, it's like a mental warfare thing. If you could tap behind like their mental, you can take them out of that form regardless. So it's like I forgot what his name was. Thunderbolt. He wasn't the strongest mentally, so the guy was able to like inject him with a whole bunch of gamma and create a monster, and it's like and he was able to get into his head and like make him calm down, like, and that's always been the case for every type of Hulk. So it's like he wasn't the strongest because he was the most mentally weak at that moment.
Leak, have you seen any of the recent movies, or like what's the last Marvel movie you've seen? Like
probably that Thor movie.
For real?
Love and Thunder.
You didn't see Wolverine and Deadpool?
Oh yeah, no.
Wolverine and Deadpool was crazy.
I did.
I was about to say you gotta watch that one. You don't.
So that's the thing. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like I'm not like. Obviously, I know what Marvel movies are Marvel movies, but like I mean, like if I just watched the movie just to watch, like I watched that not really even like being like, oh, this is part of the
connected to.
This is part of I just watched it because I mean like shit. I knew it was gonna be funny.
Yeah.
But that was, I'm not gonna lie, like, and it's not even like I don't want like, obviously I don't know that much about it, but like I ain't like completely ignorant to it. Like obviously I know there's a whole there's lore behind it and things like that, and I know every story kind of like links up with each thing and everything connects. But I'm not gonna lie, I can honestly say like I've been out of touch completely since Endgame. I'm gonna be real with you.
I mean, I get it. I feel like a lot of fans have.
You ain't missed nothing. You ain't missed nothing.
I mean, but like, I'm just saying for y'all to kind of like talk about like what's been going on and what's about to happen, leading up, like I literally haven't like.
Well, that's the reason we're hype right now.
Yeah, like,
this is gonna be the Endgame. Like the next movie is gonna be Endgame level.
I know, but I'm just saying like.
I would say Infinity War.
Infinity War, yeah.
Well, I thought Infinity War was better than Endgame.
It was.
Wait, was that after Endgame?
Infinity War was before.
Infinity War was before.
Oh yeah, no.
That was when Thanos won.
Yeah.
So
Endgame is when they brought back niggas, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And like what you said is like he said he didn't miss anything. Like, yeah, I get it. Like, yeah, it wasn't the best, but I feel like there's still something good there to watch. Like, it's
WandaVision and Loki. Outside of that, you ain't missed nothing.
I mean,
the Marvels was okay. Captain America, okay.
Moon Knight was okay.
Moon Knight. I mean, that's not even. I'm just naming the movies, right? But Black Widow, like, okay.
Yeah, no, I don't like Black Widow either. But
so yeah, I mean, I don't know. You ain't missing that. Like Miss Marvel, like the series, trash. Like,
well, I mean, look,
that was a dub, bro. She-Hulk, that one was a dub.
I think we all can agree that this next big movie is a next big step for Marvel. But I think that does it for another episode of the Fourth Down Podcast. Thanks for everybody for showing up and being yourselves. Everybody just stay safe out there.
Peace.
Let's go. Oh yeah, R.I.P. Young Scooter, Atlanta legend.
Is there?
Oh hey, shout out to Pat, Stephon Diggs, bro. Big move.
Oh yeah.
Just throw that after.
We on top.
that's crazy.
We back.
All right.